Alright, if when I for me mo bibi akwa aba. Inko pie mu on mrashi bi da fie. Enwumre ya na omo ye meeting kese baako pan te se enya asɛmputu ɛfa yewura okudzeto abrakwa ɔne Sam George ho abra na appointee ɔmo as minister of affairs ɛne deɛ ɛkeka ho na abusuafoɔ ɛkɔ so no vetting ɛkɔ so ɛma okudzeto ɛne Sam George yɛbɛte ɔmo na abusuafoɔ ɛyɛ minority leader deɛ odi ɔmo anim ɛyɛ Alexander Afinyo Markins ebusa ɔmo nsɛm baako mmienu a na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ntumi ɛnyɛ ano na nsɛm baako mmienu na ɔwɔ sɛ ɔmo saa de ɛyɛ document ɛba ɛde bɛ justify ɔmo ho na document baako koraa ɔmo antumi amfa amba nti ɛyɛ minority group ɔmo ne Afinyo Markins ɔmo bɛte Sam George ɛne okudzeto ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ngye ntum ɛma Sam George ɛne okudzeto yɛbɛ appoint ɔmo sɛ ɔmo deɛ ɔmo ngye ntum cause ɔmo nyɛ qualified nsɛm bebree kɔɔ so mepɛ sɛ yɛkɔ akɔtie subscribe to my channel, like it, ne for adwene kyegu comment section wɔ kamakama mede obi bi ase.
At the verdict made it impossible for us as a matter of principle to support his nomination. Hence, the decision to go by majority on his nomination. In other words, we washed our hands on his nomination and asked the majority to carry their burden on their own shoulders. Mr. Speaker, one would ask, upon what do we mount our opposition to his nomination? The basis of our opposition can be found on page 30 to 31, in particular paragraph 5.10. Paragraph 5.10 starts from page 30 to page 31. Mr. Speaker, we have no objection to his opinion in the public space. After all of us have an opinion in the public space. But we had a problem with the language he used against the person of the Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic. We believe that his criticism, as he describes it as constructive, could have been measured in language use, especially since he himself is in public service. Again, if you go to page 42 to 43, he, the nominee himself, first on paragraph 5.29 on the same page 42. This is what the report says. The nominee, when asked if he will retract and apologize for his post on social media, stated that he stands by those posts. Mr. Speaker, we believe that only few people in this country get the opportunity to become president of this nation. In governance, a president encounters a lot of challenges. Some he may not even know. And for the nominee to insist that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo benefited from the Galamsey menace, we found that most unfortunate. In spite of our call on him to at least be measured in that language use. He could criticize Dr. Nana Akufo-Addo for not successfully ensuring that his call on anti-galamsey helped the country. He could not say that the man benefited. Mr. Speaker, the Oxford Dictionary has a definition for a person benefiting. When you say somebody has benefited, what it means is that he has financially gained from the act. This we felt that he himself being in public space today, he is going to assume that important office, Ministry of Communication and Digitalization. This ministry has key international stakeholders. People from all manner of places would walk to him in his office to transact government business. Should there be some failings, is he going to accept people to criticize him using unprintable words? This we felt that if our respected colleague had found it necessary to say, at least I retract those words against the former president, we would have had no problem. But he insisted, we felt that it was way below belt. And that is our first reason for opposing him. Now to paragraph 5.30. You can find it from pages 42 to 81. And I read, the nominee was asked to produce some document to support claims he had made during the vetting. He was able to provide the following documents: academic certificates, travel documents, Airbnb receipts, accommodation receipts. The nominee, however, has not been able to produce documents relating to the business of his spouse as well as his source of secondary income. The nominee has also not been able to submit evidence of the source of payment of his fees abroad. Mr. Speaker, these are the vetting. These were issues that came out. The nominee had assured that he was going to provide us evidence of these documents. As the report duly signed by the chair and the clerk to the committee as the report has indeed captured, these are documents that are yet to get to us. Mr. Speaker, we find it very unfortunate because this is the same nominee who has been holding other public officers to high standards. And if you are demanding from other public officers accountability, then the rule is clear. He who comes to equity must do equity, and he who comes to equity must also come with clean hands. Mr. Speaker, we are simply saying that on the basis of this, we maintain our position and therefore will express our protest in a vote only against this nominee, and we do so without prejudice. We shall participate fully in the debates on this matter, and our members would take turns to make their comments on this matter, and then at the point of voting we shall proceed on the next direction. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Honourable members, please, the motion has been moved and it has been seconded. The motion is now the property of the House for consideration. So in order to manage the House, as a 5-5, I've been given the list, but so let me start with Honorable Minister for Education. But please, let's manage the time within 5 minutes. I beg of you, within 5 minutes, let's manage the time.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you for the opportunity to contribute